Yo, yo, Feel Black, Creative Drive, out here in beautiful Jacksonville, North Carolina, down east, as Ron Beatty used to say. I think he coined that term. And out here, started recording the album. You know what I mean? Off to a magnificent start. Craft is a craft, is a craft, is a craft. And if you keep at a craft, you're naturally going to become better, proficient, and master of a craft. It's like you put your life experience into whatever it is you craft and design, whether you're a carpenter, an engineer, it's going to be pieces of you in whatever type of work that you do that involves creating and problem solving, or whatever it is that you do. Problem solving, the life experience and the things that you've been through or seen contribute to how you move around in life, professionally, creatively, friendships and family. And thing about being an artist, a musical musician, an artist, MC, a lyricist, a writer, a producer, DJ, designer, idea guy. Living life is one of the best things that you could do for yourself. I always say, man, what's art with no story? What's art with no vulnerability? You could be the most technically skilled at anything you do, which is a great thing. And I advise and advocate for skill mastery. But skill mastery with no personality and no attributes that can be linked back to your DNA as a professional, whatever. It's like that doesn't leave a mark. Doesn't leave a mark. And I just finally starting the process of recording this album. I feel like this is the first album I ever made. I've never approached it in this way, with this much intention. I'm not rapping and just rapping to try to prove that I'm the best rapper lyrically, and I'm telling a story. I feel like you gotta find that fine line. There's a pathway to where skills and experience mesh and create something that it takes the both things to create. And that's what we're creating right now, out of the fucking chaos of life. Fucking chaos of life is a beautiful thing. You can slow that shit down. see it from a beautiful angle, from the eye of the storm. It becomes very interesting. You look at the chaos of life from the eye of the storm. If you're looking at all the shit around you, it's like, I'm gonna just sit right here in the eye of this motherfucking storm. I'm not going to, sometimes you can't avoid being in the storm, but like, viewing the storm from the center of it, probably goes back to the being in the present moment. Being in the present moment as clearly as possible, slowing things down, getting to a happy place. She said, find joy, be grateful, and have fun. It's crazy because life's been wild, like, kind of ever since high school for me, really, and after college. It's fucking first week of second semester, something crazy. It happened, and ever since then, life just been a lot of ups and downs. There's some great ups, for sure. It's been very fucking wavy. And it's crazy to take such joy in formulating and writing these songs about the ups and downs in a way that I could have never wrote before. I would have never been able to create this album until now. I would have never been able to create this album without going through a bunch of fucked up shit. There's no way around it. There's no possible way that I could make what I'm making now without all the fucking shit I've been through. That's why I try to keep a perspective on life when my mind started being like, this is that, this happened, this happened. It's like, well, shit. But look where it got you, dog. Not what you thought you would have wanted. How many things, think about it, like, how many things in life have you wanted, then you got and this shit didn't even fucking matter? Could have been a car, a house, a fucking piece of jewelry, a chick. Get that shit, like, what the fuck, this is what I wanted? I fucking thought about this shit for months and saved up money to buy this bullshit. You know what I mean? I was crushing on this chick for this long. I don't even really like her now that I know it. Like, you got what you wanted. Like, I was about to ask, do we even know what we want? And we know what we want. The want is like, I want anything. So that's like, that's not the question. Do we know what's the best thing for us to want? Probably be a better question, yo. The best thing for us to want would be the better question. What would be the best thing for me to want in life? What would be the best thing for me to want in my life? You know what I mean? Would probably be the better question. Not, do I know what I want? I know what I want. But even if what I want is what I think is best for me, how do I know? And how do we get to that? How do we get to the knowing of, because we all get beyond needs, right? Once you get beyond the needs to your wants, now what are the things that I could want that would be best for me and who I am, for my life? And how do we get to that point? I don't know. I'm just now thinking about it. How do we determine what is best for us to want? I'm gonna figure that shit out. Figure that shit out. You can only find that shit out. You can only even start to get to it in the now. Living in the moment. Get the prereqs out the way. So yeah, just pulling up to the crib. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.